What's up, my box truck bosses? It's the business doctor. I'm out in the field now trying to fix this issue I had with my truck. My driver had called me a couple days ago saying the engine wasn't getting a lot of power to it. Going up hills, it was only maybe going 45 miles an hour. In addition to that, he got a code on the dash saying low coolant level. So when he finally got, he was not far from our home terminal. So when he got back, I came and took a look at it. And when I checked the dash, I had code SPN 1569 and SPN 111. The SPN 1569 is an engine derate code. And what that code does is it tells you that the engine, I believe, will only operate at 25%. This SPN 1569 code generally comes on when one of the sensors, the fuel, the coolant, some type of sensor, or even issues with your DPF have been disconnected for longer than an hour. So before my driver got back, I had him check the coolant. We weren't losing coolant. Didn't see any leak, didn't see any fluids anywhere. So I told him, well, check the fluid every hour as long as it's not losing. It was about 3 hours from the home terminal. So I said, just come on back. So when I got here, I've seen SPN 1569, and this is how you go ahead and check how many codes you have and what codes are active. You press this button and you press this button, and that will reveal your codes. And then you press the odometer button, and it'll go through the different codes. If you only want to see just the active codes, then you press these two buttons. So when I seen SPN 1569, I knew, okay, something has been disconnected, something's wrong with the sensor. But since I had another code, SPN 111, I knew there's probably something to do with the coolant. So if you look, my coolant is almost to the max. I don't see any fluid or coolant leaking anywhere. So I was trying to find the sensor, and I didn't see a sensor connected to it, but I knew it had to have one. So as I went to looking, I was able to find that the sensor was disconnected. So once I actually got this, pulled the old sensor out, and it just clips right on. So you just clip it and unclip it. I noticed that the prongs on the sensor were broke at the end. So I went, tried to find a part in stock. I had to order it. It took a day for it to get in. So I bought the coolant sensor, and it was $40. I had it next day. So now all you do to reconnect, you disconnect the sensor, make sure that the truck hasn't been running, just in case there are any spills. You want to be safe. So all you do is find that sensor connection, and it should snap on. And these two prongs, they're a little bit wider than the space that it goes in, so you may have to push them in a little bit in order to get them in. Got to maneuver it in, and when you click it, it should click in. It shouldn't be able to pull out. It should, like when I had my the broken one in, if you just barely tug it, it will fall out. So once you plug that in, make sure it's good to go. Make sure your coolant top is tight. Make sure the truck hasn't been running, because that will be extremely hot. And after that, you're good to go. You can start it back up, and those two codes should clear off. So my light wouldn't go off after I replaced the sensor. And after diagnosing and looking at the wiring, I thought that the sensor was bad, so I replaced it with another sensor, and the light still wouldn't go off. So a trick sometimes, pop these off. And what you want to do is disconnect the negative. You want to disconnect it here, here, and here. Tap it 3 times on the battery, each terminal, and then reconnect them. And once I reconnected them, check engine light went off. So thank you for tuning in, box truck bosses. This is the business doctor, and I'm out.